Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's Mood Food Series 1 Memorial Day special episode. I'm your host, Jason Gordon. The views expressed in this podcast called Mood Food are mine and mine alone, and in no way do the opinions expressed represent the views, positions, or opinions of the Department of the Air Force, Department of Defense, United States government, including resources listed during today's podcast. I appreciate everyone who has taken the time to give us some great reviews in the Apple Podcast realm. Don't forget, we are on TuneIn, Alexa, and Google, and also Spotify. Pretty much we are on most of the podcast platforms out there, and we really appreciate hearing from you and giving the reviews and letting us know that you are listening. And I apologize because I have been saying, hey, let us know what episodes you would like for us to air, what topics you would like for us to research, and I never gave you our email address. And my sincere apologies for that. When I said that we are a work in progress, I meant it. So thank you for your patience with that as we work through getting some of the logistical things worked out and also the sound quality we are currently working on. We've ordered a few items to come in to hopefully improve that as well. But most importantly is the messaging, and we want to make sure that we hear from you to make sure that we are articulating what our listeners want to hear. So here is our email address. Our email address is moodfoodpodcast@gmail.com. That's all lowercase, no spaces, all together, moodfoodpodcast@gmail.com. There's no S at the end of the T there in podcast. It's moodfoodpodcast@gmail.com. And you're probably thinking, okay, we got it. I just want to make sure that we can hear from you. Don't forget that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Keep reviewing items shared in each podcast, because the more you review, the more you will see yourself making progress as you work through those situations that potentially provoke you to have a reaction, a negative reaction, and trigger unhealthy thinking patterns that we can sometimes get stuck in, and those unwanted reactions, once again, that comes from that. So review all these coping skills. That's part of your mood food diet. Today's podcast is called Memorial Day Special. So what is Memorial Day? Memorial Day, once called Decoration Day, is a day when everyone can come together, families, friends, and loved ones, and remember the men and women that gave their lives for this land that we love, the United States of America. According to the Veterans Affairs, the official birthplace was declared in 1966. Congress and President Lyndon Johnson declared Waterloo, New York, as the birthplace of Memorial Day. What's fun about researching these topics is I kind of know a little bit about some of it, but I don't know the meat and potatoes, the details. So I really enjoy learning where a lot of these days come from, these holidays, and the significance and the importance of that. So I hope that all of you enjoy that too. It's just as much as fun for me as I hope it is for you. So in Waterloo, New York, a ceremony happened on May 5th, 1866. And during that ceremony, they honored local veterans who had fought in the Civil War. Businesses were closed and residents flew flags at half-staff. By the end of the 19th century, Memorial Day ceremonies were changed to being held on the end of May, or at the end of May, around May 30th. As it began to grow more and more in popularity, state legislatures passed their proclamations designating the day. And when that happened, the Army, Navy adopted regulations for proper observances at their base locations. It was not until World War I that the day was expanded to honor those who have died in all the American wars. And then finally in 1971, Memorial Day was declared a national holiday by an act of Congress. And in that act, the observance of Memorial Day was changed to the last Monday in May. The Veterans Administration has estimated that almost 660,000 men and women have given their lives for this country since the American Revolutionary War. That's a lot of people who have laid down their lives, who have put their personal goals to the side to stand up for freedom. The individuals that have given their lives are grandparents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, and uncles. The emotional impact is immeasurable. Grief, sadness, and emptiness lives in their families on a daily basis, even their descendants as the families continue to grow. They are affected by this. They are affected by the loss of their hero. The grieving process can be a lifelong process, everyone. I think about my grandmother all the time, my granny all the time. I think about the influence that she has had on me. I think about the importance and the vibrancy that she exuded from her life living to be 95. There was a reason why she lived to be 95. And I think that's because she lived a positive life to the best of her abilities. And I will never forget all of the amazing things that she taught me. So it's a difficult process. It's a lifelong process of grieving because the hurt is real and the hurt is very deep. If you find yourself having a difficult time coping with the loss of your hero, do not isolate, do not wither away, do not shut down. Use this opportunity to rise up. Use this opportunity to tell someone about your hero. Tell someone about the legacy your hero has left behind. If your hero's story is not heard, is not captured, not recorded, you'll never know the amount of the impact that that person had on the mission or your life. The influence and sacrifice your hero made for this great country will forever be forgotten if you don't have these conversations. So reach out, tell their story, tell your story. Listening ears are waiting, and your hero's story, your story, will carry on. It's too important to keep silent. This Memorial Day, if you're going to be out visiting cemeteries, memorials, museums, watching parades, be careful. Maintain physical distance. Remember, we are in 2020 now. Things are a lot different. So remember those that have fallen to give you this day to pause and remember them by. And if you have a moment on Memorial Day, participate in the National Moment of Remembrance. This day was established into law by Congress in 2000. The National Moment of Remembrance is when Americans take time to pause and observe a sacred moment of silence at 3 p.m. on Memorial Day to honor all of those who have fallen while serving in the U.S. military. Very important, everyone, that our history, who we are today, where we are going tomorrow, has a lot to do and has been influenced by those who have laid down their lives for this country. Thank you so much for joining us today for our short, hopefully impactful, and historical view of Memorial Day of Mood Food. Please make sure that you subscribe to us, rate us, like us, recommend us to all of your friends and family. Remember that disclaimer I said in the beginning, and keep your mood full of positive mental food. And if there's anything out there that you would like to hear, don't forget our email address. And that, once again, is moodfoodpodcast@gmail.com. And I'm going to leave you today with a salute to all that have fallen. And if you can stand right now, please stand. And if you are driving, please be careful, be mindful, but don't forget those that have fallen. Please send a salute to those that we remember today, tomorrow, and forever. And I'm Jason Gordon, for your host for Mood Food, and I will talk to you on Wednesday. Be careful, everyone, and God bless.